Cool. My name is Max Ruiz. I play in three bands. I play drums for Maldito Dios, drums for Signs of Abnormality, and bass for Convict. So right off the bat, my dad just loved heavy music. He got me into thrash growing up, and then he really loved the glam metal. So my first concert was Motley Crue in 2005 for the Carnival of Sins tour, and that made me want to pick up the instrument, and I've been doing it ever since. So I always knew I wanted to be involved in music, and when I found out there was music in my city, I jumped on that boat. First local band I saw, I want to say was 5393, and that was when I was maybe 14 or 15 years old, and it just avalanched from there. And when I discovered hardcore, I knew that's the community and the scene I wanted to be a part of. So with Maldito, I met Ricky at a show, and right off the back, just his vibe, I knew I wanted to do a band with him. And just through like playing with a few people, and then we ended up with Hector, and Hector just made it happen. He wrote all the songs, and within couple weeks, I think we had three songs down and an EP. And then with Convict, it was like a little love project from I want to say my cousin Andy and Ruben, who lives in Austin. He moved shortly after they started the band, actually. But um, they loved hardcore, and they wanted to do something that was a little adjacent to it. So they started it as a studio project, and a little bit after COVID, he's like, "Why don't we do this thing for real?" And at that time, I was fresh out of Akira, and I knew I wanted to keep doing hardcore, and they seemed motivated about it. So here we are. We did Convict, and then Signs of Abnormality has just been like something fun. Ivan's a close friend, and if that weren't the case, I wouldn't be doing it. I love that band. It's fun. And yeah. So for drums, I go with SJC. I started seeing some of my favorite drummers using it, and when I looked into it, found out it was a little more private. You had to get it custom made, and then just a few years ago, they commercialized, and they made what's called a Navigator, and that's what I have right now. And that's been my main show kit, and the kit I recorded the last the up and coming MD EP on, and it's been my go to. I use SJC Navigator snare also, and that shit pops. Cymbals are mixed. I like Mino, and I like Sojin, and that Mega Bell is everything. For bass, I'm a simple guy. I like LTD. It just needs to be a 5 string because Convict plays in a ridiculous tuning. It's a LTD F5. Right off the bat, I knew I wanted to be heavy-handed. Seeing my favorite drummer, Joey Jordison, and Alex Rudinger, I knew that I wanted to be heavy. Uh, I figured out early on I wasn't good at technical, so I knew I wanted to be in the pocket and that every hit would count, and that's where the drums go. It's not a lot of technicality, but I want to make sure it's in the pocket and it's in your face. And for the bass, I don't know. I just picked it up and I did my thing. I want to say I used to watch a lot of like the live shit for Metallica, and I love watching Jason Newsted. So he was my favorite to watch live, and I feel like that's why I like playing solo also. You know. So I love having music, but most of the time I avoid listening to it just because so when I actually play it, it feels a little fresh. It's more exciting and stuff like that. And I don't really have any rituals. I want to say the biggest ritual I have is just stretching. Um, I fucking lock up if I don't, and I'm 33 years old. I'm not as limber as I used to be. So just stretching. Favorite show I've ever played. Um, is probably when my first band way back in the day got to open up for Mushroom Head in at Club 101 on Airway. Back when it was a big unit, and the only reason I like remember it so well, and it's one of my favorites, is just because I could see people all the way back to the venue, like, and that felt nice. So I think that's the only reason that I remember that show so much. I think I find the best when I'm not listening to like I guess the type of music I'm trying to write. So I listen to a lot of rock en español or ska and stuff like that, and I feel like that really helps when it comes down to like getting together and writing music. I'm a little more fresh and I have more ideas for sure. Well, I got into hardcore because it made me feel, I don't know, accepted, like I could be myself, and um I want everyone that like listens to our music or sees, videos of our shows, the moshing and all that stuff, that, comes more down to community and having a safe space for all of this. And that's how I want people to feel. It's been family to me, honestly. It was finding a community that kind of just got the same thing that I got from music. Whether just a sense of like not being alone and knowing that there's people out there that feel the same way, and one day out of the week they get together to take it all out in the pit or with the music, and it was awesome to find that. And uh now it's awesome to be involved and see it all go from what it's been to what it is now, and so many kids involved. So I just want to see it keep growing. Well, I like to shout out all the bands that are killing it right now. Atrosha, they're busy, and when they're not playing shows, they're always moshing hard at shows. So much love to those guys. Um, I believe Seduce and Destroy. Um, Before they're a band, they've been active dudes. So check them out. And shout out all Predecessor on their new release. Keep supporting El Paso Hardcore. Keep supporting Sableworth and Barbarian, and keep going to shows.